Today we are looking at the Mission Gold Tourmaline Hyper two-tone watercolor set. I got this off Amazon. These are 15 milliliter tubes. There are 12 of them. Besides other than being curious about their granulating watercolors, and earlier I tried to mix them myself and I thought I was fairly successful at that, but then I decided for that price I would just go ahead and purchase them and give them a try and see what I think. So we're going to swatch these out today. They have also given us a free sample of Granite Stone Black. So we're going to see how this goes. The first one that we're looking at is Aurora Red. And it is made up, and these are simple mixtures, so you can mix these yourself. But if you're in need of paint, this is a great deal, I think. You can always use these paints. You can always use paint, at least I can. So this is a PB29 and a PR122, which is a quinacridone magenta. So let's see what we have here. It's a nice burgundy color. Lovely color right here. There we go. And of course, with granulating paints, the more water you put in there, the happier they are. The next one is Fantasy Violet, and it is a PB28, which is cobalt blue, PB29, which is ultramarine blue, and magenta again. This should be absolutely gorgeous because those combinations are beautiful whenever you mix them together. And that is just a gorgeous standalone, beautiful color by itself. I have a thing for violets, so any violet that anyone offers, I pretty much have to have. Especially this combination. It's the same combination I make myself for Murray Violet without the cobalt. So the cobalt should add an interesting dimension there. That was Fantasy Violet. The next one is Aurora Violet, and it is just ultramarine blue and quinacridone magenta, which is basically Murray Violet. So this should, again, be lovely. And it'll just save you from having to mix it yourself. With these granulating colors, when they start to dry, if you lift out some, then the heavier pigments will sink to the bottom and you'll see even more colors. But once it starts drying, you should really leave it alone. This is Aurora Pink, which is the same combination, cobalt and ultramarine, cobalt and magenta, but much more cobalt it looks like. I just can't believe these are 15 milliliter tubes. I had to just double check that to be sure because that makes these tubes very inexpensive. So I got this set off Amazon. So if you're thinking about it, you might want to grab it before it runs out. This is fabulous. This is very much like Joyce's Mother Violet. Okay, that might be my favorite right there. That is beautiful. And I have this on a slight angle, so you're going to see the mass tone down here because it's going to look at that because it's going to puddle down there. The next one is Moonlight Violet, and it is PB28 and an orange, PO36. Ooh, I'm glad I bought these. All right. So that's because you're mixing two complements, you're going to get a beautiful neutral, and this is a beautiful neutral gray. Absolutely stunning. Stunning color. I hope these paints they start selling them in the U.S. by the tube. You can't get them from Jerry's and Blick anymore, and I don't know what the reason is behind that, but you can still get them from Amazon. So next one is Aurora Green, and that is they use cobalt a lot in these mixtures, which is amazing because cobalt blue is more expensive than ultramarine blue. That just looks like a beautiful cobalt teal, but it also has nickel azo yellow in it. So you're going to get some really nice colorations with that. Let me pick up a little bit of this. See how that's showing the blues coming through there? Just lovely. Let's do this one. Look at that. See, the ultramarine is sinking to the bottom in these mixtures, down into the paper fiber. This is gorgeous. Oh, I'm excited about this. This is awesome. Okay, the one that I actually bought the set for because I really wanted to try it was Moss Green, this color right here. And that is PG50, which is cobalt teal. So this was not cobalt teal, but sure looks like cobalt teal to me. So I'm not sure about that one. This is gorgeous though. It's cobalt teal and nickel azo yellow and pyrrole orange, I believe, which is the PO73. And this color was beautiful in the separation. It's the most beautiful colors in its separation. So we'll see if I can get that. Milky Way Violet. It's PV15, which is ultramarine violet, I believe. And nickel azo yellow and the PB28, which is usually cobalt blue. Now, I haven't tried Mission Gold before, but their paint tubes are absolutely packed full of paint. Some brands, they go kind of light on the filling of the tubes, but these are supposed to be really vibrant colors. Okay, I didn't put out enough of that. That's lovely though. It's another beautiful gray. Let's put out a little bit more of that. I don't usually swatch these live, but I thought it would be interesting to see what they do. Now that's still not a heavy pigment load there, but that's lovely. This is gorgeous right here. They're all gorgeous. So you can see the moss green is turning more mossy. The other one I was really interested in is, see if I can find it, Oxide Turquoise. They say this is PB28 and a PR101. So that's something like an Indian red, or could even be a burnt sienna. A lot of different things are caput mortem. Can also be a PR101. I'm going to put these in full pans so I can use them. That is gorgeous right there. So that's definitely the turquoise. Then they've got one called Island Orange, which is that PB28, which is in almost every mixture here. And orange, the pyrrole orange. I am very impressed with these paints. I'll let you know more when I actually do some paintings with them. These are actually lovely paints, and they're very well, they're presented beautifully. Oh yeah, that's a nice color. It's not at all what I expected. It looks like a dark potter's pink or a caput mortem. That's gorgeous. You could use that for skin easily. Let's lift some of this out and see what's under there. Let's lift some of this and see what's under there. I didn't do that one justice. We'll have to go back over that one. Okay, burgundy red. Now this is PR112, which is a lot of times that's a naphthol red. And PG26, which is cobalt green. which is also in the next same mixture in the next paint. It's the same mixture but different quantities. So it's really important to experiment with your paints when you're mixing paint. Oh, that's beautiful. I am in love with these paints. I'm very surprised because I didn't think I would like them that much, but I certainly do. What a nice surprise. Last one, and I will use that. As gorgeous right there. They're all gorgeous, honestly. Oh, that's beautiful. This one leans on the red side. This one leans on the green side. And again, you've got that combination of two complements. So you're getting these beautiful earthy colors. Let's see what happens when we lift off the island. Look at that. Okay. So you got that turquoise showing up underneath. Under here, the green shows up. And under here, the green shows up. That copper green is beautiful. That would be beautiful on weathered copper, which is why I guess they planned it like that. So there you have it. There are the, oh, we didn't do, let's do the last one. The free sample they gave us. Let me move these out of the way. Granite Stone Black. I'm not going to take the time to draw out the little circle, so we'll just paint that in. This is 100% cotton paper that I swatch on, so you can really see the benefits of these beautiful paints. I like every one of them. I'm really surprised. I knew I would love the violets. They're probably my favorite, these three. But I love the moss green. I really like the Aurora Red, the Moonlight Violet. I love this one, the Oxide Turquoise. I'm not a big orange fan, but I do like the coloration and how they muted this out. So that's really pretty. This is beautiful right here, that combination, and I love this one too. So there you have it. Oh, and I like the granite too. So I basically like them all, which is very unusual for me. I'm really impressed with Mission Gold. I will order more Mission Gold paints from this point on. I'm very impressed, and I'll let you know how they work out in actual paintings. But I can see a lot of the use for a lot of these in lots of different scenarios. So here they are dry, and I misspoke about this one. It is PR 112, which is a Naphthol red, not a quinacridone magenta. And the Granite Stone Black is actually a cobalt black. It's a PBK 27, I believe. So there you have it. I hope you found this helpful.